Yo, what's up everyone? Hobbs_21 here, and today I've got a bit of an interesting concept slash idea for an ultimate slime. Okay, that's not. That was the last one, not this one. Kelvin! Okay, let's try this again. Oh, and it's raining. Wonderful. Okay, there we go. Alright. Hey, what's up everyone? Hobbs_21 here, and today I've got an interesting idea for a PvP defense station in Minecraft. So for those of you who know, about a month ago, almost, I think a little bit more than a month ago, Mumbo Jumbo uploaded a video which had some pop-up PvP defense stations where, like, these walls would pop up around you, and the idea was that it could defend you when you were trying to do PvP, of course. And so, I have come up with a very different idea, but it's still supposed to be pretty much, like, for the same thing, is to defend you while you're trying to do PvP, but it's not going to really defend you. The idea behind this is that you pretend that you are horrible, and this really only works if you actually do have good stuff. But you pretend that you're bad, you know, like have like a wooden sword or whatever, and there's this guy coming after you, and then you hop into this, hit the button, it equips all your good stuff, and then you hop out and murder him. That is the idea behind this. Now, once again, like I just said, the problem is you actually have to have good stuff. This won't really work if you don't. And it doesn't really protect you. It's just a way to, like, surprise your opponent and have a better chance of winning. But I think it's a cool idea. So, I am going to show you guys how it works. Now, one very big problem with this, of course, is that it really isn't realistic for use in, for example, a UHC battle or something like that, because of the resources it uses. As you can see, it uses like 5 sticky pistons, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 sticky pistons at least, and in this better version here, it uses also a comparator, and it uses multiple repeaters and stuff. So it's not really realistic, but that really isn't the point of this. The point of it is for it to be cool. Now, this version here is a bit it doesn't work as well as this one, and is not better as well suited for servers as this one, because as you can see, this one here, if we hop down here, and it's button to get out, it doesn't close as fast, and so it pushes you up, but on a server, the probability that you'll get stuck in this block is quite high, and as you just saw there as well, it also dispensed the arrow, and when you hit that button to just get out without equipping your stuff, that's just another inefficiency here. But this version here, so the way that these work is, of course, you step on the pressure plate or hit a button, whatever, and it powers this dust here, which of course is facing into this block on both of them, which will unpower this torch, which will unpower the repeater, which is powering these sticky pistons here, and that torch powers this piston here as well. And so you step on it, and first, this piston unpowers because of this torch is 2 ticks behind those because of this repeater. And then those pull that back, of course, that's just like a standard trapdoor design. And then, of course, this button is to get out, so like the idea is your opponent will come, like I said earlier, and then you'll hop out and you'll kill him, but then when you're done, you can just hop back down, put all your stuff back in the droppers and dispensers, and then hit this button to get out without equipping all your stuff so that you can wait around for the next person. That's pretty much the idea. But anyways, the green circuit is the circuit to get out. It's the exit circuit, I suppose you could say. So it gets what's the word? It gets activated with both buttons. This one also activates the blue circuit, which is just the equipper circuit, which tosses all your stuff at you. And as you can see, if you hit the button down there, it'll power this line, which will go up here. And in this case, it'll power this repeater, which will go back over into the red circuit. And it'll also go down here to these repeaters, which are powering this piston at a delay, so that this opens up and that pushes you out, and then that closes back up on under you. And then over here, it's the same story, except this time, over here, it runs up into this monostable, this hopper-dropper monostable, which makes the door, makes the trapdoor close faster. As you can see, bloop, just closes like that. And so it ultimately works much better than this one, but it is more expensive and not realistic for like a UHC, like I was saying earlier, because of the comparator. And also, it is better if you use a gold or an iron pressure plate, because then it'll close faster, and it'll be more discreet. And now, of course, it still isn't perfect, because your opponent could just come and hop in right next to you, and then you would have a little bit of a problem, most likely. But still, it works better, and is a bit more, a bit safer. And the blue circuit, like I said, it makes all the dispensers and droppers fire. So when you hit this button down here, it'll power this redstone dust, which powers this dispenser here. Also powers this block. This repeater takes the signal from that block, powers this redstone dust, and which powers this block, which powers this dispenser here. And then it also powers this block, which powers this dispenser. This block also powers this dust, which powers this dispenser, and that one as well, but since that one is already still powered with this dust here, it doesn't change anything. It also powers this one here, of course, which this repeater gets a signal from that. It powers this block, which powers this dust, which powers this block, which powers this dropper. This block also powers this dust here, which powers this dropper. Oof. But anyways, that's how that works. And I believe that is all that is to explain. Just when you hit this top button here, it will power this dust through this block, and it'll just go up here on that version, and it'll go up like this on that version, and also go down to activate the piston, of course. And that is also why it activates the dropper, because this dust is still facing into that, and it's not a repeater, so it's not one way. Anyways, I suppose that is enough of me rambling on about these two. Let's get on with the tutorial. Alright, so starting off with the version that does not have a monostable, you want to have a 5x5 area, 8 blocks below the ground. You need to dig down 8 blocks and have your 5x5 area. You want to come in 2 blocks from the back. Well, technically it's from the side, but whatever. On your middle row, place a sticky piston facing upward with a slime block on top. And then over here, you just want to have 2 repeaters facing into that sticky piston. One of them on 4 ticks, the other on 3. With a block behind those, a block above that one. Block up from that block up from those 2. And then a block next to that, block up, another block up, and another block up with a block next to that. Repeater here, dust on all the others. And that is mostly complete now. You just want to put a block here to separate those dusts. That is going to be visible from the inside, just keep that in mind. Put a dropper in front of that dust there with a button on top, and that is your green circuit complete. Next, for the blue circuit, which, like I said earlier, is the dispenser circuit. Dispenser and dropper circuit drops all your stuff onto you. You want to come over here on this block next, diagonal to this dropper here, and place 2 droppers, just like that. Then you want to come over here and place 2 dispensers, and come over on the other side and place 2 more dispensers, just like that. Then you can go ahead and fill the holes right in there, and put blocks above all of those. And then you want to place blocks here and here, and I'm just going to leave a window here for me to get out. And then you want to come around the back, place your light blue here, well, it doesn't have to be light blue, whatever block, dust there, block up, and block to the side with a repeater there, block in front of that repeater with dust on top of it, block next to that dust, and block over here with dust on it, and separate those. Then over here, of course, a repeater facing into a block, with dust on it, and a block off to the side with dust on that as well, and a block separating those two, and that should be your whole blue circuit complete. So now, if you hit this button, it should dispense everything, and then that should fire. Perfect. Exactly what we want. And actually, you may want to take the time right now to fill in the droppers and such with your armor and all that good stuff. Just like so. And now you are really complete. Now, to finish it all off, you need to have your red circuit, of course. So, you just place one block above that one with a sticky piston facing upward, just like so. Then you want to have a slab right here next to that with redstone dust on top. And the block above that is going to be your ground block right there. Then you just want to have that dust facing into a block with a torch on the side. That should power that piston, make it extend. Then over here, you just want to have a repeater on 2 ticks facing out of the torch, facing into a block, just like that, which will have your 2 other sticky pistons, just like that. And then you can go ahead and place a block there, and place your floor above that, just like this. And you can go ahead and grab your pressure plate and put it on here, and then put your green block down here, forgot that earlier, with dust on there. And then if you go hop in to the inside, you can grab another button, place it up there, and then you can see that it is all working perfectly, perfect. And you may want to light up the inside with a torch. As just a note, torch there, light it up, and you are done. Right now for the final test, walk up to the pressure plate, you fall down, hit this button, all your stuff gets equipped, you hop out, and kabam! It works. Then you just hop down here, once again, and put all your stuff back here. And another thing I will mention is the arrow thing, it would really only work if you had an infinity bow, which is very unlikely, once again, in, for example, a UHC situation. But, anyways, there you go. And that is the basic version, I'm going to call it, complete. Alright, now on to the fancier version that has the monostable. You want to have your 5x5 area, 8 blocks below the ground, dig down 8 blocks, 5x5 area, just like it was for the basic version. Come in 2 blocks from the back on the middle row, sticky piston facing upward with a slime block on top. And I forgot my green, yay. And you want to have your 2 green blocks, just like so, with your repeaters facing into the piston, one of them on 3 ticks, one of them on 4 ticks. Block behind those, block above that one, block up like that, block up like that, block next to that, block up like that, block up like that, and a block down here as well, with redstone dust on all of these, and your block that's going to be visible from the inside right over here. And then, what you want to do is you want to come a slab up from this dust here. And so that'll just travel upward like that. Have a block next to it with dust on top, and next to that block is your dropper, with your hopper facing back inside it, and then just throw any item into there. And you want to have block next to the dropper with a comparator facing out of it, facing into your dust above the slab, and that is your green complete. Then you just want to come down here, put the dropper. You may want to do that as well, but that's not really part of the green. Now to begin your blue circuit, you just want to place a block above there, button on that, and button right here, once again. And then you want to come around like this and put in your droppers, and on this side over here, your dispensers, just like so. And once again, fill in these blocks here, and then you want to place blocks above these as well, fill in those, and then you want to come next to the dropper here and dispenser here with your dot of redstone, block up there and block to this side with the repeater on this one, and a block in front of that repeater, block off to the side, dust here, cut those off, and a block over here, the repeater on it, facing out from this dispenser, going up into a block with a block to the side as well, dust on both of those, cut that off, and that should be it. So, if we hop inside and hit this button, you can see, yep, they all fire, and we get launched up. Perfect, perfect. Let's get on with life. And now, last of all, for your red circuit, you just want to come one block up like that. From that block there, place your sticky piston facing upward, and then over here you want to place the block in front of that dust with the torch on the side of that. It should power this piston. Block over here with a repeater on 2 ticks facing into a block. That shall be powering your 2 sticky pistons just like that. And then you just want to place in your grass just like so. Well, at least I am. You can go ahead and place your gold or iron pressure plate there. And then you can go ahead and fill in the holes. Fill in that hole. I think it's the only hole really that is visible. Hop up here. Let us test it. If we come down here and throw all our stuff into the dispensers, armor in the dispensers, diamond sword, bow, or sword and bow in there, and arrows in here, that's kind of optional. If you're not going to have this dropper here, make sure that's an immovable block because of this line block, or else it'll get pulled down. Now, you just want to have your torch right here. And let us go ahead and destroy our inventory. And then we can test this, hit this. Right, we get everything. And voila, we kill everybody. And it works! Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. Epic. We win. Hooray. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy, please do like the video and subscribe if you want to see more. And please check out Mumbo Jumbo. His link to his channel will be in the description. And you can see who he ends up selecting for the competition. Of course, this is competition, I suppose, like it was for the Ultimate Slime Blob Mochi Launchers. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm Hobbs_1, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Adios. Good night. Hooray. Goodbye. One last thing. We'll download in the description.